Everybody, it's Purple Goddess here. Really good to have some time with you again to discuss a tarot card. And are you ready? I've pulled a really good card today, and it is number 5 from the Major Arcana, and it's called the Hierophant, and it's the teacher card. And well, it's interesting that I would pull the teacher card, and there's also students on this card. Let's have a quick look at the two students down here at the feet of the teacher, traditionally referred to as the Pope card. But what's happening right now is that children, young people are going back to school this week. And so they're going to be spending a lot of time with the teacher. Where in your life right now might you need a teacher? Somebody that's got some wisdom that you are finally ready to kind of take in. Now, this card is really interesting. It's got some symbols of 3 on it. We've got the symbol of the cross 3 times on this kind of scarf on the robe of the teacher. The teacher's holding a staff of wisdom with 3 kind of prongs, and their crown is what's called a 3-tier crown. So the 3 is about aligning with our higher self, our physical self, and our unconscious self. And when we can get on the spiritual path, we're able to line up all these things. Many people, unfortunately, just live in kind of the 3D life. They're worried about or don't know how to access their higher self. And there's always teachers, and there's no more great time right now on the planet to access wonderful teachers related to the spiritual path. So maybe this card's come to you today to say it's time for you to be a learner. And we're always lifelong learners, aren't we? What other great symbols are there on this card? The teacher's got a red robe of passion, and these 2 students here have got a Y on their back, and the Y kind of represents the yoke. You know, the yoke of life. We all carry burdens, don't we? We have burdens on our back that we're carrying. And when we can sit at the feet of a great teacher, or sometimes that comes in the form of a wonderful book, we can open to a new part of ourselves where some of that burden can kind of just dissipate, right? And this student has got roses on their robe. And this student, if you can see, has got white lilies. So roses are about love, and the lilies are about purity. And on the spiritual path, the roses and the lilies are kind of these 2 great principles. And you know you're doing something really amazing when you feel your heart center kind of opening. You're learning about love. You're learning about purity of thought. So those are 2 kind of interesting symbols. Now, you will see that there are keys. I don't know if you can see them right there, that are sort of underneath the teacher, and they are the keys to great knowledge. And they are within reach of the 2 students, aren't they? They can, either one of them can kind of pick up the keys and unlock through their learning some mystery that maybe they didn't know before. So I encourage you with this card to think about where you might want to do some learning about the spiritual path. It can also be about something else. You know, this is the time of year when might be a good idea to get our financial health in place, our emotional health, our spiritual health, our financial health. All these things are when we can line up so that we are integrated as a wonderful, healthy, functioning person. Now, as you know, I always like a little bit of a special secret on each of these cards. And remember last week, I talked about the black cat that was on the card, and maybe it was time to let the cat out of the bag. Well, what is in this card? This card has got a blessing with the right hand of the teacher. And this particular blessing appears many times in the tarot. And you know what it means? In my generation, we felt we could only get a blessing from the church or from the Pope or from somebody that was a spiritual authority. Now we understand that you and I are holy, and we can give ourselves a blessing. So I want you right now with me to kind of make this little blessing sign. however you want to do it with your hand. This particular blessing, he's kind of got two fingers down. It's kind of a little hard to do, I find. But anyway, put your hand in a blessing position, however that might be for you, your other hand on your heart, and say with bless, we're going to bless ourselves. And so say, I, Purple Goddess, say your name. I say your name. Am blessing my life. I'm blessing all that I've gone through. I'm blessing the path that I'm about to embark on. I'm blessing my ancestral line. I'm blessing all the people that are in my life. And I look forward to learning and growing as a person on the spiritual path. Blessed be. Till we meet again next week. I look forward to being with you next week. Bye for now.